I did it. I won the Mannequin Challenge. You guys see that? Look at Shieldy, still holding. Go, Shieldy. New counterattack is next. Hi everybody, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the counterattack. And no, I did not win the Mannequin Challenge, but a couple of water polo teams just might have. We'll show you those great videos coming up. But first, we start in the world of men's college water polo, and you know by now, the record, the streak, it's done. UCLA men's water polo had an NCAA record 57-game winning streak. It was snapped this past weekend at the hands of USC in the Battle of LA. Then up north, Cal and Stanford got together in the Big Splash. Postseason implications all the way around as we head towards the NCAA tournament. Let's get to the highlights here from Pac-12 Network.
It had been 2 years since SC had beaten UCLA in water polo. UCLA came in as the #1 team in the country, had won 57 in a row, but they took a punch early. Left side of your screen, Mihailo Milicevic for SC punches Ryder Roberts. Brutality call leads to a penalty shot. Max Irving puts UCLA up 1-0. They got more offense from their big gun, the lefty Ryder Roberts, with a hat trick.
Well, and Roberts played so well today, playing in his last game at SC. He wanted to come out victor here against his crosstown rival, giving Barron a little hard time, getting them jumping and putting them in the popcorn machine. A nice job.
SC always has a balanced attack. Grant Stein with the one-time redirect. He ended up with 2 goals today. This thing was tied late. 7-7, less than a minute to go. And Blake Edwards finds the back of the net on a deflection.
Oh, and he's certainly one of the leaders. It seemed to me like he was the most confident in those crucial moments, and that's what you need from a leader, to step up in those moments and have the confidence to be able to take that shot at the end of the game.
And UCLA's 57-game win streak also comes to an end against its rival, USC.
Oh man, we have been struggling last couple of years to beat UCLA. They have really developed a great culture, great commitment to excellence, and we are now trying to catch up, and it was exciting, it was fun. I'm really happy for my guys.
Luca Capito really got off to a good start in this one.
Really, the first shot out of the gate for him was him doing what he wants to do, getting the foul outside the 5, scoring that one. He's able to get the ball on his backhand side for that, putting it away, taking advantage of the great pass from Johnny Hooper in 6-on-5. When you put him in a position to score the ball, he's going to put it away and make you look bad. Odysseus Masmenides at 2 meters is just using the tremendous ball control that he has. He's got hands that are light as a feather. He's able to redirect the ball over his head, around, backhand. It's hard to coach something like that, but when you're that talented, that skilled, and you've got those kinds of, the ability to get the ball out of your hand quickly, it puts huge pressure on defense, and he did a tremendous job that way.
Well, those guys had 3 goals for Cal. Blake Parrish had 3 for Stanford, the Cardinals' leading goal scorers. He got a couple of goals late to get Stanford back into this one.
Yeah, he scored late, but he wasn't as, again, Blake Parrish, you have to call his name a lot during the course of the game for Stanford to be what they're doing, what they're supposed to be doing, and he wasn't as effective largely because Cal took him out of his game.
Here are the final totals. Mentioned Capito and Masmenides with 3 goals apiece. A big day in cage for Cal's goalkeeper, Lazar Andric, as Cal is able to hold on to this 1-goal victory.
It means a lot. It's always a good feeling to beat Stanford, especially at home. Houston Trophy stays in Berkeley. That's what matters. It matters a lot, first of all, that we have basically qualified for NCAAs with this win, so I'm really happy.
And now other college scores. Golden Coast Conference, Long Beach State over UC Irvine 10-6. Pacific beating UC Davis 11-7 to the SCIAC, where Pomona Pitzer edged Chapman 12-8 and Whittier defeating Occidental 16-7. Lots of water polo this coming weekend with the conference championships. 2 games on TV. The MPSF third place and first place match this coming Sunday. It'll all start at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Those games are live on Pac-12 Network. That segues nicely into the rest of the conference championship slate. NCAA automatic bids are on the line. MPSF, we told you about, that'll be at UCLA. Keep in mind the CWPA, remember, they split into two different conferences this year, the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Those will be going down this weekend on the East Coast. Golden Coast Conference, SCIAC, and the WWPA. Keep in mind, Golden Coast Conference does not get an automatic bid this year. The other 5 conferences do. Then there are 2 at-large selections, likely from the MPSF, and those 7 teams will make up your field for the 2016 NCAA Championship. And now we turn to the Mannequin Challenge. Look at Shieldy. The commitment is there, still holding. But now we've got to focus on a couple of teams that did the real deal underwater. First up, Fresno Pacific Women's Water Polo. This submission came in to us via Twitter. Impressive stuff here. You wonder, how are these people getting up out of the water so high? How are they able to hold these positions? They stack themselves well underwater. You can't even explain it. You have to just watch it and enjoy it. Everyone using the Black Beatles theme song that has come along with this whole Mannequin Challenge. And then, if this one doesn't win the gold medal or the first place prize for the Mannequin Challenge, I don't know what will. University of the Pacific. This comes from their head coach, James Graham. This is next level. There are no bubbles underwater. There is no movement. There are weight belts involved, keeping people in position. This is like something out of the David Blaine School of Illusion. How is everyone staying in position and not moving? It is truly impressive. We weren't alone in thinking it was so awesome. Lots of news coverage chiming in, celebrating UOP.
The Mannequin Challenge, University of Pacific Women's Water Polo Team. This is incredible to me. How long are they holding their breaths? There are no bubbles. I mean, this is one of the most fascinating that I've seen thus far. People getting really creative.
No bubbles.
No bubbles of any kind from anywhere.
I do notice the weights to keep them down,
Yeah.
right?
Really excellent job by both of those squads doing the Mannequin Challenge. And now we want your opinion. Just because I thought Pacific was the best doesn't mean you have to think that. Go to our Twitter account at USAWP. We're running a poll all this week. You be the judge. Fresno Pacific, University of the Pacific, who did it better at the Mannequin Challenge? Now we switch gears to the 2016 Champions Cup, which wrapped this past weekend in Hawaii. It was a huge weekend for the Rose Bowl Water Polo Club, sweeping gold in the boys and girls divisions. Let's get you caught up with all the highlights from Punahou. We start things off, girls' third place match, San Diego Shores taking on Commerce, and San Diego Shores' Sophia Sanders sells seashells by the seashore. Not exactly, but one of several goals on the match. She makes it 1-0. San Diego Shores. Commerce rallying here, Verily Naranjo walks it in and then lobs it home with 1:59 left in the first, making it 2-1 Shores. Now Victoria Padilla of Commerce scores on the rebound, keeping this one tight. Shores ahead just by 1, 3-2. Second quarter action. Shores goes back to Sanders. She opens the second quarter from the outside, 4-2, San Diego in front. And then after a goal from her teammate, Naranjo comes back for Commerce, tying things up here, 4-4. More Sophia Sanders going back-to-back. This is her 4th goal of the match as San Diego pulls ahead now by a couple, their 6th goal of the day. After more Sanders action, now it's Isabel Zimmerman's turn for San Diego Shores. She'll score here, making it 8-5. Fourth quarter now. On the breakaway, Victoria Padilla does it again, trying to keep Commerce close. Her second of the match. It's a 9-6 game. But Zimmerman puts this one on ice with 56 seconds left. She'll bury it here. San Diego Shores goes in front 10-6. That's the final. They take third. Now, girls division first place match, Rose Bowl versus SoCal, a battle of Southern California, and SoCal starts off early. Kelly Hungerford able to slip this one right past the goalie. It's a 1-0 lead for SoCal. Then Emily Suong gives off to Madeline Schultz to get Rose Bowl in the mix. They've tied this one 1-1. After a penalty shot score for SoCal, Kennedy East extends the lead, making it 3-1 SoCal. Now we go second quarter. Rose Bowl's Caroline Kelleher gives off to Gracelyn Hurst. She gives the spin move. It's a 3-2 game as Rose Bowl battling back. Then another Kelleher goal would follow, and Gracelyn Hurst will tie it here for Rose Bowl. We're all square at 4-4. Rose Bowl now will go ahead thanks to this score from Mariana Cocas, making it a 5-4 lead for the squad from Pasadena. Third quarter, Rachel Gazaniga gives off to Hurst for SoCal, and we're even once more at 5. Fourth quarter now, this one was good, down to the finish. Anna Pearson for SoCal will go lob shot over the keeper. It's tied at 6. Audrey Kim comes right back for Rose Bowl. She's got a big smile on her face with 1:59 left in the match. Why is she happy? Because Rose Bowl has gone ahead 7-6. Then Kelleher, fighting off a defender, puts Rose Bowl ahead 8-6. That would be your final Rose Bowl, the champs in Hawaii at the Champions Cup. After the match, Audrey Kim on a big win and a Champions Cup gold for everyone on this Rose Bowl squad.
It's incredible. We've been in multiple second-place we've won second place in multiple national teams, and this is the first time any one of us has actually won first place. So it's a really special moment, and including that's in Hawaii, it makes it even better.
Moving right along, boys division third place game, SoCal meeting Set. It was a low-scoring first quarter. SoCal ahead of 1-0. Jacob Tallman will make it 2-0 here, and that was it. Second quarter now, Set will get on the board. Anthony Laster gives off to Brad Engelke here for the redirect. It's a 2-1 game. Moments later, Noah Rowe for SoCal gets this one back with 1:15 left in the half, a 3-1 lead for SoCal. Third quarter, Keanu Pascal shoots past this defender and the keeper. That one had eyes with 2:45 left in the third. SoCal in charge, 4-1. Carson Hoyt keeps control here somehow, someway, and SoCal has another. They are in cruise control, ahead 5-1. Fourth quarter, Set's Ben Kershaw on the dish from Matthew Walsh. As Set tries to rally, they pulled it within 3 at 5-2. SoCal turns to defense. Liam Harrison, the keeper, with a bunch of saves just like this. Set trying to pull off one last comeback with 2:39 left. Augie Machi's goal here sails in and finds the back of the net, making it 5-3. But Set could not muster another score. It was SoCal's day, and a bronze medal for SoCal Water Polo. Last but not least, boys first place division, Rose Bowl, CC United. Rose Bowl's Dominic Klein gets the backhand working early for the second goal of the game. Rose Bowl in front 2-0. Then after another Klein goal, CC United comes back on a tally from CJ Indart to make it 3-2. And hang on, CC United coming all the way back. Jagger Beacon on the rebound here, evens things at 3 after 1. Second quarter now, after Kyle Thomas put Rose Bowl ahead 4-3, CC United gives off to Brian Garski. He knows what to do with it, tying this one up at 4. And then CC United going to take the lead in this one. Indart comes back on the penalty shot score. It's 5-4. That was short-lived. Rose Bowl's Kyle Thomas ties it right here at 5, and we're sensing a pattern. Now we go third quarter, back and forth we go. CC United ahead 6-5, but Eddie Lane Flanagan evens things for Rose Bowl 6-6. And now 3:31 left in the third. More Indart giving off to Jagger Keegan. What a great name. And CC United goes in front 7-6. Lane Flanagan keeping it going for Rose Bowl as they'll come back. He has his second goal of the day, and we're even at 7. And now to the fourth quarter, 10-9 lead for Rose Bowl. CC United's Daniel Vissid scores here. It's 10-10. What a game in Hawaii. Rose Bowl's Dominic Klein will come in strong, and he'll close this one out for Rose Bowl with back-to-back shots. The first, a skip bar down. The second, off the pass, puts it away. Klein finishes things off. Rose Bowl defeating CC United 12-10 to take gold of the Champions Cup. They are thrilled after the big win. Colin Nichols breaks down this close game.
Well, it was a close game the whole time, but I think we pulled ahead in the last 2 quarters. And it was really physical, but we played through it.
And now we turn to high school championships. A ton of state titles awarded this past weekend. More coming this weekend in the state of California. Before we get into all the results, a quick PSA. If you win a high school state championship, please gather your team together, take a picture, and then post that photo somewhere, preferably where we can find it. Tag at USAWP. We would love to show your images of your team celebrating your title. If you have video too, that's great. Share that as well. Let's get into the mix. We start first in the state of Oregon. 5A, 4A boys, Mountain View over Park Rose, 11-8. On the girls' side, a low-scoring affair. Hood River edges Summit, 5-2. 6A girls, West Albany all over Westview, 14-6. And Newburgh 2 goals better than Southridge in the boys' matchup, 8-6. To the state of Washington, where Curtis wins yet again. They defeat Bellevue 11-6. And now we go to the state of Michigan. The boys' title decided in the fall. Rockford in a thriller. They take it 9-8. Let's turn now to the state of California. CIF CCS in Northern California. Division I boys. Bellarmine all over Menlo Atherton 12-2. Division I girls, Leland beating St. Francis 8-7. Division II boys, Sacred Heart over Menlo 13-9. And in Division II girls, the dynasty continues. Sacred Heart over Sokol 8-3. That's Sacred Heart's 10th straight CIF title. That's ridiculous. CIF SJS section here. Division I boys, Granite Bay topping Davis Senior High School 8-6, but the girls getting some revenge. They hammer Oakdale 20-4 in the Division I girls final. Division II boys, Rio Americano 9-5, better than Rockland. Division II girls, El Capitan, what a great name, topping Del Oro 7-4. D3 boys, Christian Brothers 6-4 over Sonora, and then Division III girls, Kimball beating Sonora 10-7, and now CIF North Coast section, Division I boys, a great matchup, Miramani celebrating 50 years of boys water polo in 2016. How fitting they win the crown, topping Campo Lindo. Division I girls, another high school dynasty in Northern California, San Ramon Valley, their 6th straight crown. They beat Miramani 8-7. Division II boys, Tam High over Livermore 9-4, and on the girls' side, Acalanes 2 goals better than Drake 7-5. Once again, a big congrats to all of our high school champs and all of you still in the CIF competing this week and this weekend. Don't worry, we will get your results next week on the show On the Counterattack. Now we finish things up as we do every week with our social media send-off, the best of the water polo world that we have found on the internet. Don't forget, use the hashtag counterattack. Tag us at USAWP on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. We start things off first with Penn State Barron. They're headed west to take part in the MPSF Championship, but here raising money for a good cause, the Special Olympics, with a polar plunge. They share this via their PSB Water Polo Twitter account. And then more folks giving back. Los Osos High School on Veterans Day last week, stuffing gift boxes for troops on Veterans Day. Nice job there. We go Flop Friday, Ragetti High School getting in the mix, thanks to Dom sharing this on the Twitter account. What do you think? Love seeing that Flop Friday. Use the hashtag Flop Friday. Beautiful goal here from Thunder Water Polo. The tip in off the backhand at the buzzer. Check it out. Yeah! And last but not least, Cami Craig, Kaylee Gilchrist at the New York Athletic Club with Olympic track great Jackie Joyner-Kersey. Cool stuff. They're just a couple of champs hanging out in New York City. And that's the best of what we saw this week on the internet. Thanks to all who submitted. You can get involved. Use the hashtag counterattack. That'll do it for this week's show. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, even if you're taking part in a mannequin challenge, look weak side.